is that depression and anxiety, there's opportunities there too. The very things that you feel. If there's something you're anxious about, there's something that that feeling is trying to tell you. So the very things that you experience can be your guide into what you're creating. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's why I keep going back to this cliche. Our goal is to be able to have feelings, not feelings have us. So whatever's up ahead, your relationship with your own inner process is going to be something that helps you to be able to build and exist in the things that's coming up ahead. And I can't predict what's coming up because I don't know. AI, when we talk about it, I mean,
Right.
we have no idea. We have no idea how that's going to affect job markets, right? That,
Oh yeah,
um,
there are quite a few predictions out there. Someone I read last week, he was talking to the one and only Dr. Tom Hackett, a good friend of yours, by the way, who said basically that
the hack.
the hack that we got the he's going to have to respond to that. 85 million jobs are going to be lost, but they're going to create a lot more. So maybe in some ways that and this is all conjecture, of course, but maybe in some ways that the digital mind and going from the short attention span, which somebody wrote a book called The Shallows, and that we are moving very fast and we're not retaining information or going deep, and like you said, read a book from beginning to end, and in those ways that we just don't have. Well, it has to be a balance once again from the opportunities that AI may be creating for the digital generation, because they have this option to sort of fit in better than what we've talked about ourselves and so forth. So, but there's a need for the resilience through this too, because if you're often changing and you're looking at things and you're swiping away and you're moving out, at the end of the day, what have you retained and it found useful for yourself in that? And maybe that mind can absorb that and move through those all those options. So I don't know. Tom, we mentioned a moment ago, said something about that this new AI. There's a problem because what we'll do with it is to use it to solve old problems instead of looking toward the new things that are coming. So. Shout out to Dr. Hackett on that. So maybe the digital mind is what's needed for this AI
Well,
oncoming.
even that notion of the shallows, like it could be that I am frustrated with my son because he can't make it through a 3 minute reel. But he could be frustrated with me saying that you're living, that world doesn't exist anymore. And I can
Hey,
move.
why do we have to stay on this so long? It's already been 10, 15 seconds, so let's move
Yeah.
on now. Come
So
on.
it could be that, just as you're saying, that to him, that the shallows means that we're moving in places we haven't before. We move there rapidly, and it requires something, and it's true. Part of it is because I mean my brain is now ancient and is just starting out, but um, and as you move from fluid intelligence or to crystallized intelligence, you basically the world looks and feels differently as you get older, but. So I'm in the presence of somebody's mind who literally their brain is different than mine. But if that's the world he's prepared to live in, I obviously can't live in that world and move in the same way he can. And I'm going to criticize it or see something wrong in it that would be wrong from my perspective. But in the world to come, it is not. It is actually something useful and helpful and is good.
Interesting. That's always the difference between generations, right?
Yeah, it's not, like it's, I listen to a lot of music, and I listen to a lot of new music, and I'm often sort of confounded by the music that, like this, the way it sounds and the way it's meant to be played on phones. And so
That's that. Oh
production,
man, I'd like to come back to that little conversation right there, because I think things are shaping and changing in a way that it's going to it's
well,
going to change
production
that
on,
particular.
yeah, well, production on a lot of new songs literally is made to be able, to be played on a device like that or a pair of cheap headphones, whatever the case may
All
be.
right, so I can see this scenario where someone is in front of your stereo, which is like millions of dollars you've
Well,
invested in almost